Hello guys, this is another video I was wanting to do to show y'all my Traxxas Stampede based rock crawler. And basically, let me get the body off here. There we go. Basically, what you're looking at is I used a piece of 1/4 inch flat plate to make the chassis, and I cut it out on each end to accept the rear end of like a Rustler or Slash or Stampede back end. And then what I done was I'm running the axle snapper motors going into a GD 600 gear reduction, and I modified the transmission case, of course, to accept that, which really wasn't too terrible bad to do. It's all steel gears inside, and I epoxied the differentials so it would be positive traction, you know. It'd be full-time 4-wheel drive. I'm running 8 big bore T-Max shocks on it. I modified that to accept an extra shock, and I've got spacers in it there where I can pull out if I want the suspension to be a little softer or whatnot. I'm running a Novak Rooster speed control, had laying around, and 2, I believe they're MG 645 Metal Gear, the high tech. I'm running 8 3300s right now. Got 2 batteries up here. They're just for weight, just for traction, and I've also got some lead weights in the inside wheel rims on the front. This would be the front. Actually, the front and the back are identical. And let's see here, what else? Let me get it turned up. You can see here the skids I made out of some checker plate aluminum, 1/4 inch, and you can see some rock scuffs on there here and yonder, and all the links, the steering links, I made out of some steel rod, which I threaded and just put the Traxxas ends on. And you can see here I made these brackets. You can see it that good or not, but they're brackets to extend the A-arms. See on this side too. I made that out of some just 16 inch aluminum plate. And I was running Stampede axles in it and tried to, and they wouldn't hold up no matter what you done. And so I had to go with a T-Max axle, which I modified the ends to go on the Stampede type, you know, transmission. You can see I've had this thing bound up. You can see some pretty good twist in the axles there. Let's see, what else? I'm running a converter. It actually, what it does is it changes the direction of one of my servos so I could have it turn opposite for my rear steering. Just that little thing there. And the flex on this thing is actually pretty dang decent for something with A-arms. A lot of people said, well, A-arms, you know, ain't that great for rock crawling, but this one actually does, in a lot of ways, it does better than the 4-link setup. I've been really pleased with it and been surprised by it several times running it. I'll show you a little demonstration here of me giving it a little gas. And you can see here get a little closer, you can tell it runs pretty dang quiet. Here's a little better picture of running to the front, and this thing, it'll creep too if you want it to creep. them motors that the axle snappers, which I don't even know if you can get anymore. They're awesome motors. I've never had to replace one. Never had one get hot. Excuse me. They're just awesome motors. I've got several of them I've ordered. And as for the steering, I'll show you the steering here. Let me back up again. I'm trying to get used to this camera I got. I hadn't had it but just a little while. I've not really done any major filming with it yet, so you'll have to excuse my quality of my video. But you can see it's got ample steering. Another thing I wanted to mention too, before I forget it, is the axles, the T-Max axles. They had to be modified on that end to go into the transmission, and then on the outer end they had to be modified as well to go through a I'm using the factory Stampede bearing carriers, the steering hubs. Excuse me. And I had to take, and the way I did that was check the end of the drive shaft up in a drill and ran it with a flat file against it, and basically just cut it down to where it would fit through the stock Stampede size bearing. It takes a little time to get it, but it works out pretty good. Anyway, I hope you like it, and if you have any questions or comment, just put them on there, and I'll do my best to be able to answer them. Until next time.